Hi, I'm Dave, and I'm here to talk to you about another element of our gameplay in Grimpath, influence. Influence is the power source that you'll use to command your warbands. There's 5 spheres of influence: shadow, fury, nature, spirit, and the arcane. Each one of them have their own gameplay tropes that you can sort of follow with flavor in the style, the way the cards look, and the way the cards play. They're all based on some of the major archetypes of fantasy gaming. Shadow is a very corrupt group. Long ago, it consumed the realm with an insatiable hunger, and it always seeks to bring that consumption back. So it's creeping around everywhere. You'll sneak around through the battlefield, you'll phase in and out of the shadow, and you'll attack your enemies with betrayal, a lot of surprise attacks. It's a very deceitful sphere of influence. The next one is Fury, which is much more barbaric and a lot less deceitful. They just go straight at your face, and they do it with their fist. It's all about violence, brutality. It's not a very magic sphere. It's very focused on physical attacks. If you like barbarians, if you want to be like Conan and you say no magic, I just want to fight, then this is the right kind of faction for you. The next one, nature. So from the ash of war grew the regenerative power of nature. The nature sphere is all about regeneration. It's all about animals. It's all about goodness, the creatures that sort of have now populated the world of Grimpath after the battles of Shadow and Fury, growing great forests that protect themselves from the enemies outside and let their children grow and create these new immortals like elves and other creatures that you find in the good faction. Dryads, Ents, humanoids, other animals. They're all part of nature, and you'll use creatures like that in your deck to take over the battlefield. Elves like to strike from the trees. They like to sneak around. They like to shoot arrows from a long way away. They like to mark their target and then have ballistas rain arrows over the battlefield on your enemies on their own territory. It's a very sneaky but accurate and precise faction. They deal a lot of damage, but they're a little bit fragile too at the same time. So it's a fun type of sphere for people that like sneaking around, being a little stealthy, but also like that sort of military tactical edge with their combat. The elves are very militaristic and they know what they're doing on the battlefield. They are making their mark very clearly, and that is with precision. So the nature sphere is a really fun one, especially if you like elves. The next sphere, spirit, is made up of the realm of man. So the immortal children from the forest set out with the spirit of adventure to forge their own path and to seek their own destiny. And that's what spirit's all about. If you're a Dungeons and Dragons fan, this is a sphere that you're going to recognize very clearly. It's focused around party theme mechanics, mixing fighters and rogues and heroes all together in a group so that they can function as one. It's all about different people coming together and using their abilities as a cohesive unit. You'll find creatures like paladins, this radiant engineer, a human who has devised crazy contraptions to do almost magic-like abilities. The sphere of spirit is all about empires and soldiers and the realm of man and all the things that happen within. It's a really fun faction if you're looking for building an empire and being a king or a paladin or any other type of hero that likes to travel and fight for goodness. And that brings us to the 5th and final sphere, arcane. Arcane is the sphere of sorcery and magic. It's a sphere focused on spells and manipulation, dominating the other spheres and using the other spheres for its own advantage. It's the final step in a long series that has taken the world of Grimpath from a consumed world of darkness to one of flames and fire, to one with teeming life growing from the ash and all that war, to the spirit and the development of the mortal realm. It is reaching to the heavens and speaking to like the ancients. You can talk to the dragons and you can manipulate everything on the battlefield. It's all about taking the best from every sphere and using it to your maximum ability. And those are the 5 spheres in Grimpath of influence. You can use these, you can mix and match them, you can take a little bit from the arcane, you can take a little bit from the nature to create your own type of identity, and then to dominate your friends with that type of character. Because Grimpath's all about 2 things: building characters that you want to be, and then dominating your friends with them. Hopefully that sounds fun, and we'll see you on Kickstarter. We're coming on February 27th.